Welcome to the women's semifinals matchup here at the Utah Tour Series. I am Matthew Burrows. I am now joined by Ryan Fitzgerald, and we're going to be commentating this semifinals matchup between Twinz, Olivia Jenki, and Allie Jenki versus Zoomies, Kara Hoy and Allie Foster, both ranked number 1 and number 5 respectively. They've been waiting quite a while for this semis matchup to start, so hopefully they're not too cold. Hopefully they warmed back up a little bit here.
Yeah, really looking forward to a good series here for really high-level women players, and we'll be getting started shortly.
Looks like they're testing out the net over there. Want to make sure that they have the best net possible. We do have the weighted net over here for the featured games. We don't want that net to move too much. Make it nice and easy on our players. We do have Ian Golenbeski and Tripp Pearson observing this game for our women's players. So hopefully they will be able to be a nice third party for our 4 competitors over on the field here. It looks like we're going to get started. Twinz maybe opting to serve first, which is interesting. Twinz is the higher seed, so they did get to choose, I believe. So that's kind of an interesting choice to serve first, not really what you see out of a lot of the pro players unless you're Frederick Hinkle. Olivia.
Do we know they chose, or did they defer maybe choice?
They might have deferred choice.
Yeah.
That's very possible. They're going to put it on the net here, though. And Kara Hoy not going to be able to put it back on.
I think first, outside of maybe the last point of a game being a break, first point break, highest percentage right there. I feel like it is.
Probably.
It's the coldest point, first ball coming at you, first
Right.
set. Oh, that's ridiculous.
And that's just a great drop.
That is insane.
I'm having a hard time. Do you know which twin is which?
Of course. One's wearing a hat.
That's true. I believe Olivia is in the hat, and I think Allie's on the left. We'll do our best to not get them mixed up, but they are twins. Kara Hoy's on the net this time, and she's going to put it away, finds a nice open area.
Yep, good footwork there to open up the backhand angle.
Ball going to be going over to Allie Foster first to serve. Haven't seen a lot out of her. Looks like she's trying to keep it nice and low. Second serve there, puts it in play, a really high receive. Gonna flick it, Kara gets the up, but just puts it in an awkward spot. Allie Jenki to serve now. Nice and low, a little bit of cut. Allie Foster receives it well, and that's gonna go into the rim. Another break for Twinz, and I'm not even keeping score. What am I? I'm a hooligan. What am I doing?
4-1?
It's 4-1.
Yep. What?
And that is just another great
gosh.
drop.
If I could have done that a half hour ago, you know what I mean? What a great drop.
They're going to keep running it, even mixing in the lefties, showing a lot of great serve mixing here from Twinz. Tries to put it on the net there, but doesn't find it. Serve here from Hoy. Just going to put it in play with a nice little body.
Oh, was that a rim? Oh, that was a great up regardless.
That was a good up. She was in a great defensive spot, but hitting error out of Twinz. Kara Hoy with a crazy backhand now. Second serve, tries to put it in play, pops up too high. Swinging hard on that first serve from Olivia. Second serve, just going to drop it on, probably just putting it in play.
Nice push.
Nice,
well done.
Low shot from Allie Foster.
Yep, just reading where Olivia was right there, right across, and just waiting for her to move so he can get that push right in.
Allie Foster swinging from low still. Does look like she's the tallest player on the net, but also serving the lowest. She's going to drop it on here. And that side of the net is completely open.
Good put away. So Matt, who was in the other semifinals awaiting possibly the winner of this game?
Yes, so the other semifinals was Thus Parapatai versus Katie Pearson and her partner, who I do not remember her name. They're not an official team. So I'm not quite sure who she's playing with
Katie's
this time.
having a good season, though.
She is having a great season.
So maybe she can have a big upset here.
Consistently showing up on women's podiums. And will likely do it again today if she can beat Thus.
Oh, no good there. Maybe it's no. I don't think they hit the net.
They're going to go to observers and talk about it.
That did not hit the net. Observers talking it over, seeing their perspective. Observers are acting like a referee when the group cannot decide what the correct call would be. Kind of interjecting actively at some points if they see a carry or certain. Oh, a great serve there by Olivia on first serve. Excellent to keep a big advantage here.
Olivia looking again, goes really short. Carol Hoy able to get there, pushes it away. Maybe in the no-hit zone, but Twinz is going to play through it and get another break. That drop stopped.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a breeze or something, but that just froze in midair and dropped like a lead ball.
Olivia looking for the lefty now.
Great look, great angle from here.
Does a good job to keep her balance and not fault over the line. And just a nice cut on the net. Nice and low. Just keeping them low fast and making them move, messing with the eyes a little bit. Right there.
Can't tell yet, but it really doesn't seem like she holds back much on a second serve. Maybe there's some things that, you know, not as high percentage as he wants to go for, but she really is going for aces on the second serve, not just trying to put it on.
I think part of the strategy with that as well is, you know, you're in game one, you're trying to heat up. So that way, potentially if you lose game one, or maybe you just want to go into game two a little bit stronger and warmed up and on a hot streak. A nice shot there from Allie.
Yep, great flick shot, good footwork. The no-hit zone, it's really tough to get that footwork correct and make sure you're making the correct choice on the hitting.
Allie for the second serve. She doesn't quite go for it the same as her sister. That one, I believe, is going to find back rim.
So what do you think the way here is for them to get a comeback here? We've got 7-12, get 5 breaks on the #1 team in the world.
And I think it's just going to have to be plays like that where they're going to have to get the bad touches on Twinz and then just capitalize on the weaker shots. In combination, they're just going to have to hold better on serving.
Yep. As the later this game goes, if there's still a 6-point advantage, sometimes as a losing team, you're just thinking, let's get in a rhythm, take that into game 2 so we make sure you capitalize once it resets.
Olivia with a nice little cut again. Maybe opting to put it a little bit more than that.
Great footwork there, yep. That's their laugh, and that's the spot they're giving her, and she definitely took advantage of it.
Allie Foster with a break of her own.
You're going to need those.
Right into the stomach. Swinging again. Again, keeping it nice and low. I believe Ali Jenki tried to squat down for it, but still just hits her right at the belly button area. And that touch is going to be a little bit too weak, and that's exactly what they have to do to get back into the game.
Just what you were saying before. Put some pressure from the service line. Make sure you get those ups clean, put them away.
Allie Foster going on a little bit of serving run for herself. Find front rim this time. Got to keep it alive, keep the momentum going. Maybe up to just play. It won't find the net. Over to the other Allie now, who keeps it nice and low and fast as well.
That could ace anybody.
That would ace me.
That is a good enough serve to ace anybody. Excellent shot. As well with that.
Again, Allie Foster keeps it alive.
There goes that 2 points they just got. Right back in the hands of Twinz with a Z.
Yeah, they're just looking really comfortable in this game so far. Putting a lot of service pressure on the net. And getting away with these nice, with their nice putaways. That one's going to go too high. So there it is, the hold on the service even now. Stop the bleeding. You're only going for the backhand, hits your partner in the face. Talking about something with observers, not quite sure. Second serve. On the net, but too high.
I'm sure you mentioned in the last stream, but we have some serious heat going on out here today. Probably somewhere in the upper 90s. They're looking our way. What's the question?
I have 17-11.
Cool.
That doesn't happen as often. We're usually asking them.
Yeah, we're usually asking them for the score, but we're keeping track over here.
Certainly helps.
I do know that Jenki had just served because she had just gone on the run of her own, so it would make sense that Olivia would be serving now. And just the form starting to break down.
Well, yeah. See, Olivia did rotate well that time to kind of put the pressure and make Hoy hit around her, and she tried to go for something cheeky and just didn't pull it off. So sometimes you don't have to make the play; you just have to be in the right position, make them make the hard hit.
Olivia almost gets the nice bid there. She's got to lay out. She's got to get a little more horizontal, but she knows she's got enough lead. She doesn't have to put her body on the line to make the plays. Allie Foster swinging back though. Make a little bit of a comeback. Try to get some momentum for game 2. But won't make it happen. Twins looking to round out this game with a strong lead.
Teams, please remember to record your scores.
Nice jam into Hoy. She's able to keep it up though.
Good.
A soft touch here from Jenki. Olivia tried to put it on the net but can't quite find it.
Good awareness to go for it right away as well.
Right.
No hesitation at all. She knew it was her ball to go for. Those are the little things, sometimes you pull that off and you get an extra point once a game, every other series, goes a long way.
Kara Hoy with a nice serve. Almost gets returned on one, but it goes really wide.
All right, well, game's not over if you can land ones like those.
Hoy serving again, 4-9, trying to make the comeback happen.
Love that.
Going for the Ryan Fitzgerald backhand, if I do say so myself.
It's something I do.
She's going to put it in play, though. Smart move.
Oh,
gets a hand on it. Good touch, good positioning, but doesn't quite get enough of the ball to stop it. Olivia Jenki looking to end the game here. That's going to be a side pocket.
I have a feeling she's going to go for it again here, Matt.
I have a feeling, too.
Oh,
she does. She puts it on.
She proves us wrong.
And it's a nice drop
great
from Hoy.
hit. Again there, great footwork. Making sure that both defenders are kind of behind her and just pushing it soft right on.
Allie Foster now got to make a big run if she wants the comeback to happen. Twins handling it well, though, and blasting it away. Foster's going to run it down with a nice touch. Hoy's got to give her time. Oh, and she almost gets it back on Hoy. Not quite putting it high enough, and that is going to be game 1 going over to #1 power ranked Twins. Showing their dominance, showing why they're ranked #1. Putting just too much service pressure on the net, and holding decently well. Got broken a couple of times. Could maybe stand to clean it up a little bit still. But overall, showing dominance.
Zoomies definitely a fair amount of breaks there where they can be a little bit excited going into game 2, saying if we just do the same thing when we're serving the ball, but we just need to make sure we don't get ace, get that ball back on the net. They got in the hole early, and it definitely cost them in that game.
For sure. Start holding earlier. We're going to give them a chance to get some water, get in the shade a little bit. Again, it's very hot. Also very windy, so that affects the game as well. But we're going to give them a break. We'll be right back. Welcome to Game 2 of the women's semifinals here at the Utah Tour Stop. We are just outside of Salt Lake City, and we got lots of great round net action. We are heading into Game 2. In Game 1, Twins looked very dominant, but Zoomies not going to give up.
So it looks like they probably deferred because now in that first game, now we switch the team who's serving first. Oh, that's great up.
Good up from Foster.
That's the kind that they need.
That's a good break to start the game. Again, starting off the game with a break, which is what we saw Twins do last game. So we'll see. Maybe Zoomies will start looking dominant in this game. Kara Hoy goes for the big backhand.
Foster right after that hit looking real serious, like it's game time,
Oh, it is game time for sure. Nice body up from Hoy and a soft touch.
Yes.
Foster gets it on the net. It's a little bit weak. Olivia's there to scoop it up, and she blasts it away with the left hand. And that's one thing about Twins. Very strong hitting, but also ambidextrous.
Very true. But even though they don't get the break there, they're building confidence, and maybe there might be a tad amount of doubt in Twins. And was that a good set? Was that a good hit choice? Might be overthinking something in the future.
A nice serve on there from Jenki. And a nice little push shot from Hoy, keeping it nice and low.
That is her shot.
She's shown us some pretty good hitting ability. Staying out of the no-hit zone a couple times. It looked really hard. A couple times even on the ground, sort of diving sideways. Allie Foster trying to put us in play. Finds the back rim. Twins swinging hard once again.
Foster backed up well there, but just too fast and low to kind of get her hand up or down. to figure out how to receive that.
They dropped there this time, but Hoy's able to scoop it up. Pulls it back behind her. Ali Jenki in a good spot. Doesn't make the touch happen. Hoy there, serving high. Second serve. That one's going to be put in play. Twinz again with
That's
the lefty
a great
wrap.
Great pull there. Probably using the just 2-3 squares of the net on the edge.
Twinz doing a good job to keep their sets on the net. Don't make it any easier for the defense to find where that ball's going. Ali gonna go for a little bit of a push here, and the other Ali gonna go for a little bit of a wrap there. Tries to wrap it on the net. Gonna go to observers. I kind of thought it was clean, but both observers say bad.
Yeah, trajectory from my angle, I thought it clipped the rim. Oh, that, no way.
Yeah, that one looks like it's gonna hit front rim also. And a nice second serve on the net. Lots of pace. Again, just off net.
And that one's bad.
Another break, another bad shot.
Wow.
Hoy maybe going for too much angle. Ali Jenki gonna continue her run here. Oh.
I think it's 7-3 to be honest with you.
That's very possible. They did just rotate. She's on the left now. Thank you. I was adding the score to the wrong team. Zoomies was not winning, unfortunately. They're going to serve receive this one well. It's a nice body off of Ali. The set doesn't quite make it back, but she's going to get it on.
Wind becoming a factor there. Olivia might have shorted her set a little bit, but Ali adjusted well. And Hoy couldn't really get a good touch on that, which is, I mean, great timeout here, but just tragic after a decent start to get maybe four breaks in a row.
Foster's got to keep those sets on the net, make it a little bit easier for her partner to hit. She does have great hitting, very crafty, but Twinz able to just use her skill, get that ball back on. I believe it did pocket, which is just a little bit unfortunate for Hoy, who was in a good defensive position, but just didn't expect the ball to go that direction. So that's a little bit tough, but Twinz ahead with a solid lead. They started off the last game with a solid lead as well, so they'll probably just be looking to hold from here and do what they did last game, just kind of hold out. Maybe get broken a few times, maybe take a few breaks back.
Being up 5 is big, especially early. Sets the tone of the game. Makes it feel like they have to serve their way back in it. Maybe they force the issue a little bit, but sometimes that really is the answer. It's do or die. Wind is really picking up here. You can see from the tents across with all of our spectators watching under the shade, and then 98-degree heat or whatever it is. But you want to talk about the sponsors across the way, our banners and tents? We got
Hampton Farms over there right next to all of our people watching. Hampton Farms, the official nut of Spikeball and the Spikeball Tour Series. They got some great peanuts as Ali Jenki is just going to continue to go on her serving run. Up 9-3 now.
Tough right after a timeout.
I bet she ate some peanuts earlier, and that's probably why she's doing so well.
Another nutty serve. And an excellent hit.
And a nutty put away.
Yep.
Zoomies now stopping the bleeding, getting the hold. Or not. Was it?
I guess so.
I guess it is.
We're a little far away to hear sometimes when it hits rim or not. That's a big thing about why observers are standing closer to hear if it hits rim or if it hits clean. But there's another ace by Ali. Oh, another drop. Oh, just pouring it on.
Are just not coming off the net. They're barely landing on the other side of the net.
Olivia, I watched her say to her partner, stop.
Yeah.
Because she is on fire right now.
She might have to call the police if this continues. Because this is just brutal.
It can get a little demeaning when the other team says 2-3, but you're down by 9.
Yeah. Nice little kite here from Ali Jenki on the other side of the net. And they're going to have lots of room to put it away this time. Twinz not too worried though, up 8. He's got to make a little bit of a comeback. A nice serve there from Ali Foster. The shot just making its way off the net.
Yep, good offense there.
Good on Ali Jenki to notice the little bit of the gap there. Push it. Noticing that Zoomies is not playing very close to the net on defense. A double fault out of Twinz, a little bit uncharacteristic.
But it's not the end of the world for them right now.
Hoy has a lot of power behind that backhand. Would love to see one land on the net. Second serve will land on the net, however. A little bit of a chorn into the body. Hoy not leaning back quite far enough to pop it up. It's going to shoot out away from her. No chance to get that soft touch. Twinz now keeping it nice and low, trying to find that near net. Second serve going to pop up in the back. A little bit too high. Allie Foster now only has a few more chances to make something happen. You got to just get a couple back at a time. Yeah, swing, you got to put it in play. You don't put it in play, you have no chance to come back.
That's what she does. Oh, that.
Twinz just making the nice
good.
shots.
Really?
It looks like it is going to be a break for
Yep.
Zoomies, yeah.
Just
Good call.
clipped.
So that's going to be a nice break for them. Got to get back one or two at a time. Just keep making the other team play. Hopefully they make errors like that. Just keep making sure you're rotating on defense, not leaving anything too wide open. That's going to be a good shot from Olivia.
And I mean, I've already said it once or twice, but this wind is really picking up. It will affect the way you toss the ball on your serve, the setting, maybe the direction you're going to hit the ball as well, the hitting with the wind if you're going to boom it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the difference of
I'm
20 feet.
I'm sure it's also helping these balls cut even more than they already do.
True.
Especially if the ball is in the same direction as the wind. And if not, it can kind of be tricky. The cut serve can kind of jam you more than you expect if the wind blows it back the other direction.
Great
nice
body.
up from Olivia.
Oh,
and a
so
lefty to put
good.
it away.
That is what they do, and that is why they are currently #1. Just showing it on all aspects of the game. Great offense. Great body right there.
The serve's going to go a little bit too high. Up 17-7. Just opting to put it on the net. Make him play wind ball. Gets the touch. It's a little bit too wild. Got to control it down a little bit. Kara Hoy got to put it on the net. Try to make them make errors with this wind is certainly very possible. It can be very hard to control these balls. And they're floating all around on you. They're going to keep it over the middle of the net and just 1, 2, 3 put away all day long. Allie serving out. Nice and wide out there. Finds the cut, and I think that's what I was talking about earlier. It kind of looks like it jams Kara Hoy a little bit more than she was expecting because the wind was blowing it back in the other direction.
Definitely.
A great serve either way. Goes for the drop there. Doesn't find it this time. Second serve now. We'll put it in play. A little bit of a weak receive from Foster and a weaker hit. And it's going to be the backhand. But Kara Hoy's going to chase it down and put it away from herself. It's going to be a nice little break for Zoomies. Or was it a hold? Foster here.
Oh, good
Finds the
dig.
touch.
Come
It's
on.
up. Foster's got to get there.
That's tough.
Can't quite get across the net.
All right, well, now it's a game of double digits or not.
Game point. Twinz finds a nice serve. It's well received by Hoy. She's going to pull it back, but Allie's there to scoop it up. They can't quite get it on the net. It looks like they're going to play it. They're going to keep
It is
going.
last point.
And they're going to keep
wanna
getting it up there.
play.
Hoy with the touch.
Oh!
Gets it back on the net. Olivia going to put it with the
Oh,
lefty.
come
She got
on!
the soft touch. Allie Foster's on the net.
What a rally to
Allie's
end
on the
it.
net now.
Oh,
Oh, and the put away for Twinz to win it. And I think they're just going to
What?
call it there. Not sure if one of those was rim or not. Just going to play through it. Make the rallies happen. A great rally to end it.
For a
Nice.
pretty one-way game.
Nice little clip.
Sometimes you need one of those just for the fun of it.
Yeah, just to have some good old round net back in the game.
What a rally to end it.
Yeah, just a beautiful round net. Everyone keeping it alive, keeping it on the net, keeping the sets nice and close. And then just Twinz putting it away for the win there. Showing a very dominant victory here in the semifinals. They will be moving on to the finals versus either Thus Bear Bataille or Katie Pearson and her partner.
And we're getting word that we think Thus 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's not 100%, but we will get back to you, of course, on the word of that. But that would be one heck of a finals if that's the case.
Number
Have
one
those
power
teams
ranked.
played off against each other yet?
Number 1 power ranked versus number 2 power ranked. I cannot think of them
I don't think
playing
they
each
have.
other yet. So
I know Thus had a good series in Seattle a couple weeks ago against.
Vinya Crates. Yep, that was a good series. But yeah, finally going to see number 1 and number 2 go head to head.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, definitely a big gap between the rest of the teams from number 1, number 2. So we will be back shortly with that game. Stay tuned.